With all the news and hype around the release of Palworld, I decided to try it out myself, and let me tell you, it was not what I expected. If you haven't taken the opportunity to actually download the game and are only going off of what you've seen in the trailer, then this video is definitely for you. Palworld is an open world survival RPG game that takes inspiration from other popular titles, especially when it comes to the creatures referred to as pals in game. However, disregarding all of that, if you've watched the trailer and thought you were going to jump right into an action-packed world where you can battle it out with creatures using assault rifles and ride monsters with heavy artillery, then you are in for a rude awakening. You see, when you first start the game, you are met with a well-detailed character creation page where you can choose genders, body types, hairstyles and colors, and face details as well. I didn't mess around with this too much as I wanted to jump into the action, so I just went with the character default. Let me first tell you that you start this game with nothing, and I really truly mean absolutely nothing. You are given the bare bones minimum, which is the little bit of clothes you have on your back when you wake up in a cave. When you head out into the world, you will see that it is visually striking and beautiful, but don't let that fool you because you're going to have to grind for your life, literally. The first thing you will notice is the objection list in the corner of your screen, providing you the bare minimum of guidance. The first thing you have to do is build a workbench so you can actually build equipment to help you survive in the wilderness and capture pals. But to do this, you need to harvest materials, which you will spend a while doing with your bare hands, using trees and huge rocks as punching bags. This cycle will be repeated until you acquire enough materials to create things like a pal spear, which is a familiar tool you might have seen before to capture creatures. But my first time doing this, I had to beat a pal to near death with just my bare fist and then capture it so I could put it back on the streets to put in work for me, because Gator don't take no shit.
Gator don't play no shit. You feel me? Gator never been about that. Never been about playing no shit.
Eventually, after creating my workbench, I was able to unlock more recipes to create a repair bench, and then a pickaxe to harvest stone quicker, an axe to chop wood, and after a while, I was able to build a nice little home base. Now, let me explain to you the significant importance of having a home base and a storage box. First off, this base will protect you from the elements, which can kill you. I learned this when nightfall came and my character almost died from the cold, until I made a fire and a torch to help me travel through the night. This made the survival element of the game push me to problem solve and think realistically. Now, item storage is something you must use, especially when you decide to venture out into the world. This will save you from making the grave mistake I made when I was finally able to craft a bow and arrow and thought it was a good idea to take on a creature that I underestimated, only to die, wake up, and realize that I had lost everything in my inventory, including the outfit I crafted for my character. This brings me to my point. Palworld is not an action-packed, guns-blazing free-for-all like you might have thought. It is in fact a straight-up grind for you to even acquire your first pistol. And even then, you have to have the patience and resolve to decide when and on which pal to use it on, because game over has serious consequences that you constantly have to prepare for, which in my opinion takes all the fun out of the game. But they say you should never judge a book by its cover, and that's exactly what I did with Palworld, only to get a rude awakening. With that being said, if you play this game with the perception of it being a survival game, then you will definitely enjoy everything it has to offer, because at the end of the day, that's what it is, a survival game. You have to grind and work minute to minute to try to keep your character alive and try to keep all the materials you have earned throughout the game, because this game is very unforgiving. And I'm sure it's more enjoyable if you play it multiplayer with your friends. But like I said, keep in mind, it is not what was shown in the trailer. It is not like it is not Fortnite with creatures. You know what I'm saying? It is not that at all. It is not it is not Max Payne fused with your favorite Nintendo monster title. It is not that at all. Well guys, that's my review for Palworld. If you enjoyed the video and want to see more like this one, then drop a like and subscribe. I will see you on the next video, and thanks for watching.